XRP, we start with daily chart, and as we can see, if we refer to our analysis, since the price was within this range, we have been looking for buy. This is what we get, and we come up with this too for 1.97 and 2.9, and we mentioned we can expect the price to consolidate within this range. As we can see, the price consolidated within this range for quite a long time now. We're looking at the breakout. All right, this is what we have been looking for. The only thing is, again, as we can see, the price tag 2.9, but there was no breakout. Now the question is whether the price can retest or we can look for continuation. Okay, but since the overall market is moving and we are expecting to see the forwards correction, we have a forward correction. We can expect the price consolidate there for longer time. Then we're looking for continuation. That's why if anyone wants to look for buy, as long as the price is below 2.9, we have to be quite careful because with the breakout of 2.9, mostly we have to look for the all-time high. Okay, that's mean at this point we are expecting for continuation, but if anyone wants to look for buy, they should know how to manage it, because if the price couldn't break 2.9, we can expect the price retest 1.97. But as I said, since the overall market, since the Bitcoin broke the all-time high, mostly we're looking for continuation. Okay, we are expecting to see one move up similar to what we had here, and we are looking for this five, any range between 5 to 6. Mostly we're looking at least for the 6. All right, but with the breakout of the all-time high based on lower time frame before the price tag the targets as a somewhere around five, I mean the 6 as a short term, we're looking for 3.35. This is what we have based on forward chart. All right, that's mean we're looking for this correction. We're looking for buy with the breakout of the 2.9. We're looking for 3.35 following by 3.8. All right, this is the short-term target based on forward chart we're looking for, but based on higher time frame, the main targets for me I'm looking for, as I mentioned earlier, we're looking for 5.4 and 6, somewhere between 5.4 and 6. Okay, that's why if we move to lower time frame, again forward chart with the based on forward chart, first 3.35 following by 3.81. All right, this is the short term where we can look for the correction, and with the breakout of this zone, then we're looking for 5.4 and above. The 4.2 is as a short term where we can expect uh, the correction, as what I explained based on forward chart. All right, because since the price tag 4.2, mostly within this range before the price break for 5.4, based on daily chart we can look for correction, because this is the what I mean or we can say in this way, we can expect to see the deeper correction before we see the breakout of 6, because with the breakout of the 6 we can look for 8. All right, then somewhere around 10, but the best, or at least I'm looking for, is 6. Then from there we need to look at the market, how behave, and what kind of the correction we will get within this range. Then from there we can confirm what's the next target after breakout of the 6. All right, but what to make it very simple, based on higher time frame, the monthly and weekly, after the price broke the all-time high, at least we can look for 6. This is what I'm looking for. All right, and this is the range we can look for the deeper correction based on the daily chart, similar to what we had here. Because if we move to daily chart, all right, after we get this move, since the price was here, we mentioned how we can look for buy. This is what we get, and this is the correction we were expected. And as what I explained, based on monthly chart, we can expect something similar to what we have here, but not this deep, or the time will be much more shorter than what we have here, right? Then rather than that, I don't see anything else to discuss, and I don't see any trade setup. Mostly we have to look for trade based on lower time frame, based on forward chart. I don't see, and mostly if we want to look for buy, we have to look for the flag. And if we move to 1 hour chart, similar explanation. And even if the price couldn't continue from here, we can look at this one as a 3 wave, the next drop before we look for the reversal. That's why The only option to look for buying is to look for the flag. Based on 1 hour chart, I don't see any flag, but it depends on the strategy the traders they're using. And if we move to 15-minute chart, for me, it doesn't mean the price cannot continue from here. All right. The only thing is I don't see any trade setup, because if we get anything similar to what we have here, we can put our entry above the previous, the top, and we can look for this kind of the move. But at this point, I don't see, because if the price drops some more, then we can put our entry above this top, similar to what we had here. But at this point, having entry above this one is not a really good idea. All right. Either we get the correction, we put our entry above here, or we look for the next drop, the price retest, following by divergence. Then from there, we look for the flag. Anyway, we just follow the chart. And if I see any changes, then I will share. Thanks.